Hello, Mr. Ambassador. Please give a message to the Vietnamese all around the world.
Thank you very much for having me with you today, giving me the opportunity to speak to Vietnamese all around the world. We are facing a tragedy today with the invasion by Russia in Ukraine. But this is a tragedy that many of you should be familiar with. We have seen a KGB agent, a former Soviet operator, a want-to-be communist dictator, someone who is trying to rehabilitate the image of Joseph Stalin and recreate a Soviet empire, bring a brutal totalitarian reign on free people in Ukraine. And I know all too well the pain and experience that Vietnamese around the world suffered under the hands of brutal communists in North Vietnam. Today, we see the same types of atrocities and attacks on civilians, women, children, schools, hospitals take place that we've seen from countless communist dictators in the past. As the president of the Victims of Communism Memorial Foundation, I am so thrilled and honored to speak with all of you today. Many people in the United States do not understand the history of the attack in Ukraine and the backdrop for where this comes from. Many people do not know about the communist enforced famine known as the Holodomor that the communists perpetrated against the Ukrainian people in the 1930s under Joseph Stalin. It's important for all of us today to realize that even back then, certain media sources tried to lie or hide the truth about those communist atrocities against the people of Ukraine. And today, it is vitally important that we all work together with a free press to ensure we know the truth and see the reality of the great, terrible suffering that this unprovoked act of Russian aggression is causing to the people of Ukraine. So I'm honored to be with you here today to share my message and lend my voice along with yours as we stand together for the people of Ukraine, and that we do everything we can to help those that are suffering, the millions that have now been displaced both inside Ukraine and the more than 2 million that have fled across the border and been welcomed by neighboring countries like Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, and Romania. So we all must do our part and do the best we can to provide for the critical humanitarian needs that these individuals are suffering right now, and that we, particularly those of us who live in freedom, either that have been born in a free country or have fled oppression or communism in the past, have been so blessed to live in a land that is free and have such great opportunities. So I join all of you in all of our prayers and support for the people of Ukraine, and let us all do everything we can to help alleviate the suffering that they are experiencing at the hands of a now former communist dictator that is trying to oppress the Ukrainian people once again. Thank you again for the opportunity to speak with you today.
Thank you very much, our Vietnamese all around the world, our heart, our mind, our thought, our prayer are with the people of Ukraine every moment, every night, every day, until they safe return back to their country, and we will push the dictator Putin out of Ukraine. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.